Good morning. When Robin, yeah, I'm a little shorter. When Robin asked me to speak on this, I actually thought it was going to be much easier um, because I've been living with chronic pain since I was 22. Um, I was introduced to chronic pain because of a car accident. Um, in a moment of poor decision making, I had gotten in my car to run home for a quick errand on my way to a meeting, and I didn't buckle my seatbelt. And there was an accident in front of me, and I was able to stop, but the car behind me didn't. And she hit me and shoved me into the car in front of me, and the next thing I knew, I'd blacked out, and I came to, and I was getting yelled at to move my car, and it was just scary, crazy, insane. And I wound up at the hospital, and at the hospital they told me that, they initially told me I could go back to work in 3 days. So I thought this was going to be quick, and it was going to be over, and it was going to be done, and it was just going to be a few days, and that's not what happened. The accident set me into this spiral of depression and anxiety when it didn't get better. I was living in a place where I could not hold up my head without a neck brace. I could not brush my own hair that had been down to my waist, and I had to get it cut off to like here. This is literally right now the shortest my hair has been since. But I had to cut my hair off because I could not brush my own hair. In the first couple months after the accident, I could not wash my own hair. And it brought me to a very, very dark place. And it did not heal. I did everything they told me to do. I took the medications they told me to take. I did the physical therapy. I did all the things that I was supposed to do, and it got worse. And I got more depressed. And as I said, it led to some very, very dark places. And I honestly did not know that I was going to make it through that. There were days I didn't want to anymore. I just wanted it to be done. And, I can't count the amount of times people told me those platitudes. Those platitudes that I want to scream when I hear, because it did not make me stronger. I did not see a window open when the doors of my career closed. I did not see a window open when everything I had worked for had been taken away. I did not see a door or window opening when I got to a point where I could not even read anymore. But what I did see were these moments of grace. Excuse me. I saw these moments of grace in places I did not expect. When people found out that one of the only things that brought me comfort in those times was warmth, like being really, really warm. Vern Goss showed up at my house with a load of wood. When I couldn't clean off my car, somebody showed up and cleaned it off. And these were things that happened without me asking, without me looking for them. Help always arrived. There were times where I didn't know where it was going to come from, and I didn't know how, and I can't count the amount of 3 a.m.s that I sat there thinking, I just can't do this one more moment. And somehow I would see that gray light, just that gray light of dawn, and know that the sky was lightening and the day was coming and something would change. I wish I could say that something dramatic and miracle, some miracle happened and the pain is gone. It's not. I found ways to manage. I found ways to deal. I found things that help, that ease the pain, because you have to survive. And there were opportunities that happened slowly over time. If I had had my way and the accident hadn't happened, I wouldn't have been there when my father got sick. I wouldn't have been in Massachusetts when my dad got sick. I wouldn't have ever had the opportunity to go to La Romana because I would have been too busy working. it's not something that I can say that, I'm grateful for the accident having happened. But there's a change that happens. Somewhere you find hope in things that you never thought would be anchors before. And I don't know, it's something that clearly I think about it a lot because I really don't have any other option. And I hope it's something that you guys don't ever have to experience. Thank you.